to the channel, folks. I just took Jamie for her first ride in my 1959 Chevy Apache 4-wheel drive right there. That didn't fall off. That exhaust pipe down there didn't fall off. I'm trying some better exhaust systems on, but right now it actually ran and drove pretty good. The clutch pedal's still hanging up on the floor, and there's nobody home in brake land, and I still got to secure the bed. It's a good thing that it's still there after our drive, because I forgot that I took the screwdrivers that were holding it in place out to get some parts for a guy today. Anyways, what I'm working on right now is I'm going to put some lipstick on the pig. I'm going to chrome out the front end, and that's the incorrect hood emblem for this truck. This is a 59 Apache Napco 4-wheel drive V8 4-barrel 4-speed truck. Pretty cool, and it's a lot of fun to drive. I have to do a little more work before Jamie can drive it, but I'm just kind of dolling it up. It needs a lot of work. I'm not building the whole truck right now. I'm basically piling all the parts on there so that when I get done in there with some work that I have to do this spring and summer, I have everything sitting right there to build me a pretty cool Napco 4-wheel drive. Anyways, I've been rounding up parts for it. Here, I'll show you what I got. I already put the V8 hood emblem in the cab of the truck. I don't have any perfect chrome grills, but I have one that's close to perfect. It's kind of scuffed up on the other corner. I'll show you when I'm putting it on. But between those three, I can have a pretty good looking chrome grill and chrome parking lights. I think I need to find one more lens. Another thing, no front bumper. And that's an excuse for me to put some more chrome on it. Yeehaw! Look at it. Can you see it already, folks? A lot of people might remember when I bought this, and I said right in the video, I said, a lot of people might say, oh, Rick, why would you buy that old chopped up thing? Well, it's got a good short bed frame on it, and I have someone that wants me to build a 58 or 9 Chevy short bed for them. And someone cut the whole back off. The sad story about this is it was one of the correct original 58 Chevy half-ton short bed anniversary edition trucks, and somebody just whacked her to pieces, folks. But it has a perfect front bumper on it with perfect brackets, and I think this bumper is going to clean up really nice. Appreciate your contribution to this project. I'll get to work. Enjoy the music. You guys missed stupid time with Rick. It's okay. It's not going to bleed very much. There's the bolt. I knew that'd be easier to see with the bumper off. Okay. Got all my correct hardwares. I'm thinking about soaking those in oil, but you know, if you don't, yeah, because I got to take them back off eventually if I'm going to fix this up more. I'll soak them in some oil overnight. Oh, I have Evapo Rust. I'll use that. Well, that's weird. Somebody's trying to wear a fine thread. That one. There we go. That's all I need. Thanks again. This is just a beautiful bumper. And the brackets are all real straight. Just a nice chrome bumper. Good original part. Yeah, it's even got the license plate bracket on it. Today on Classic Truck Rescue, I'm going to put lipstick on a pig. Before I start on that though, the first thing I'm going to do is make sure I don't get bonked on the head by this hood again. And the only way to really do that is to go find a 58 or 59 Chevy or GMC truck out there that has a hood that I can lift and see actually stays up. The hood hinges may be located right beside where we got our bumper from. In this 58 Chevy moving van. It was a moving van back in the 50s and 60s in, where was it? It still has the tag somewhere. Yeah, in Gardena. It was licensed in Gardena, California in 1958 or 9. We'll look at the footage later. But it was license number 423 for moving vans back then. I imagine Gardena has gotten a lot bigger, but let's see if this thing has some decent hood hinges on it, because I could use them. To be honest with you, I'm not absolutely certain what I'm going to do with this truck yet, but I will tell you that when I first laid eyes on it, my first thought was Homer body double. Because Homer needs some stuff. They're staying up, folks. Not for long, though. Not for long. I should have brought a stick out, a prop rod to put in this hood. I think I can get it done. Wow, that's got an old 283 in it too, with the Chevrolet script valve covers. Fancy chrome fan. The guy that I bought this from told me it had some kind of special Corvette engine in it, which oh, look at that later style accelerator linkage with a pedal. That might be worth looking into. I'm having problems with the accelerator pedal. Not good to have bad accelerator, clutch, and brake controls there. You know, just in case you wanted to know the easiest way to take these hood hinges off, this is what I found is easiest. That's not cool. That's a potential hazard. I've learned how to spot them hazards because they like me. Them hazards. Okay, now it will fall down. But we're good. Got myself a good pair of hood hinge springs. Let's do a cold start. I have learned I need to pump the accelerator a couple times on the cold start. This is why I need to replace the accelerator linkage. And on that truck that I got the hood hinges off, I saw that it had some kind of cable operated accelerator with the same type of engine. So that's worth looking into. Oh, that's not good. Oh, come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. That wasn't bad, though. Might have to set the idle up just a little bit. That accelerator is really wonky though. Pretty good. Have to do something about that. Crusty, but they work. Somebody painted those up pretty and they didn't even work. I'd much rather have a crusty hood hinge spring that holds my hood closed. Yes, I would. This one's a little odd. It's all right. You can be odd as long as you work. Let's see how that does. That's not holding it all the way up, but I can work with that. Here's my passenger side wiper blade that I scavenged while I was out there. Oh, I don't like how far down that blade is. I don't think they're supposed to be down on the rubber like that. Base of the windshield's fine. Okay, chrome bumper. 3 grills to make. Oh, I was going to show you that. I was going to show you the flaw on this grill. So the chrome's messed up right on this corner. Feels like maybe somebody tried to pound out a little ding or something, but it's just a tiny little area, and I'm just going to sand that down real smooth and spray it with some bumper chrome. I don't think it'll show up that much, but the rest of the grill is just immaculate, and I think it's going to clean up real nice. The only other chrome ones I have both need some work. Ironically, you could take... Oh, and there's no parking lights on the one that I chose, of course. But this one has... This one has a perfect, or a near perfect, chrome parking lamp assembly on this side, and this one has one over here. This one just had a little bit too much rust. But if you look at these two grills, that one is messed up on this side, the right side, the Olay side, and this one is messed up on the Chev side. So really, if you cut those like right here or here, you could have one perfect grill out of both of them. But I don't know. I think, well, it would probably be cheaper to chrome an originally painted grill than it would. Yeah, this one's kind of bad. I didn't notice that. Anyway, and it's missing both brackets. This one has a damaged bracket on this side where it's damaged. I think this one could be salvaged, but this is, you know, like I said, the chrome's going to be a little off over there, but I'll smooth it out and put a little bumper chrome on it. Plus, I don't think it'll be as noticeable when you have the parking light bezel in there. So I have one usable lens. I think I might have some new ones, new in box. I did go back to a 59 GMC and dig up a pair of the stainless headlight bezels that Jamie cleaned up for me. I don't know, they probably need to be polished. I'll see if I have a better pair. And then I got the chrome front bumper, and the last piece that we need for the front end. I'm using this particular emblem for a reason. Any viewers who watched the video of when Jamie and I went and got this truck, we got 2 trucks. This emblem was on the front of the other truck. Although technically the other one should have that emblem on it and this one should have this emblem. But we were going down the highway and we both heard a tinkle, tinkle, tink. And I looked in the mirror and saw this thing skidding down the road like that. And I remembered that there was a loose emblem on that truck that I was supposed to deal with, but we got sidetracked. Anyways, long story. It's got a couple little nicks right here, and on this corner, a couple little minor nicks right here, and one super duper little bend right here. And 2 of the posts are broke off, but I'm going to fix the broken posts on this one and put it on this truck because it's correct. She's a V8, folks. You can see the difference. There's just more bling there, you know. And we'll put that on there, put this one away, sell it to somebody that wants to fix a 6-cylinder truck, and replace the headlight bezels, the grill, and I got to straighten that frame out like I did the back one, but I'll do that and put the front bumper on. We'll do that tomorrow. Peace out. A beautiful bumper. Got a few little scratches here and there on the bottom, but pretty nice. Got this off something, a hunk of leftover truck that was going to be crushed. I was the only one stupid enough to pony up the 300 bucks the guy wanted for what was left of the truck, but I could see the value laying there in parts. Got a few scuffs and scrapes on it, but pretty nice overall. Okay, I see a little spot I can do some repair work on right here, right there. Straighten this bracket out a little bit and pull that back into shape, but other than that, I'm just gonna take a flapper wheel to this corner, smooth it out a little bit, put just a shot of primer and a shot of bumper chrome paint on there. I went traipsing in the containers because I have a couple of broken cab light lenses up there, and I told everyone I got a serious collection of these cab marker lights that are specific for this truck, and looky there, folks. We'll get up there and fix those, but right now I'm going to pull this hood emblem off. Sometimes the whole stud comes out instead of just that little tin nut coming off. The whole stud comes out, which is good when you have one that's missing studs and has a, oh, that's not going to fly. I'm going to have to rinse that one. When you get one that's missing a stud that has a good threaded hole, those come in handy. That one, just the nut came off. That'll come in handy too. Go get a rinse for this last one and be right back. Six-cylinder hood emblem. Kind of afraid to take any more metal than that off. If I were really seriously trying to make this look real nice, that could actually be filled with some brazing rod or whatever, but I'm just trying to make it look better than it did, and I don't think that this one little corner is going to make the whole grill look like junk. We'll do the best we can. Because I'm going to be going over the top of this with chrome paint, I'm using white primer. This is bonding primer. Don't use cheap spray paint if you're going to use spray paint. Get a good brand. And the wind kicks up. Not really wanting the high winds right now. I'll be back. That's acceptable. You can see where it's going to look a little messed up on that corner, but I don't know, we cleaned it up pretty good. I can also take my scuff pad after I'm done and scuff the overspray off from around the edges. We'll let that tack up, and in the meantime I'll repair the studs on the replacement hood emblem. I kid you not, every time I come here to put a little more paint on this, the wind kicks up. But I've learned that if you just wait a second and shake your paint, it'll go away and you can get a couple squirts in. I'm really putting this on thick, I know. Normally you would not want to do that, but I think we're filling it. Watch this little crack right here. I can smooth that out. I know that's gonna run, but it did fill that crack in. And I think just that is a long ways from what we had going on. I'll just take my time, let it dry completely. Now, you would never want to put primer on that thick, but you can see how it's kind of filling in. Well, I should have filmed while I sprayed it, because it actually filled in a big crack right here and another crack. And I'm just going to keep doing that, letting it dry almost completely, and then putting another coat on it. I knew that the damage that was left was really going to stick out after I shined it up a little, but I don't know, I think that looks better. We'll let that dry, because on this coat we don't want any runs. Might as well run a test on this light before I go and install it. Oh yeah. How do you like my ground? Oh, there we go. Oh, that bulb just blew up. Are you kidding me? Alright, well, I know it works. It just needs a new bulb. Yeah, that's what. We'll just leave that in there. Leave her in there. I know that the socket works. I know it can be made to work from the outside. The whole reason I was checking to make sure it worked is I wanted to make sure the socket works, because you have to remove the grill if you want to try to get into that socket. That can just be out. So I need one bulb. That's great. At least I know it works. I'd like to get some new lenses for them too. You know, it was a lot of work putting all this together, so might as well have it looking nice as possible. And there's my repaired area. I know it's kind of cheesy, but I think it looks a lot better than it did. Like I said, I'm not trying to sink a fortune into this truck. Not doing a full build on it right now. But the grill's ready to mount.
This morning, waking up before it's getting 9. Kinda heavy on my shoulders, tracking down some moments back in time. I could've swore that I was in it, down to every minute. Don't know what I was sipping, but I felt like I was doing fine. Oh my. Turns out that I just got a little bit south, just a little bit north of the Georgia line. Southern comfort, hanging with my friends, all playing games. We all started at a full house, ended up just me and good old James. I could've swore that I was winning, kinda had a feeling. Last thing I remember, I was drinking till the moon shined. Oh my. Turns out that I just got a little bit south, just a little bit north of the Georgia line. Just where I'm at, no idea when I'll get back. There's so much you just can't explain. No, I'm not one to lose control, but I don't really care at all how it ends or where it begins. And I'll do it again.
Well, I'll be honest with you folks. I got tired of filming yesterday. I got wore out. I was traipsing all over the property looking for parts, and I had a heck of a time with those parking lights, but I did make sure that they worked before I put them on. Jamie helped me put the grill on. She held it while I got the bolts from the back, and I'm real happy with the results. My repair over here. You can see it if you get right up on it and look at it, but you know, she's a good 10-footer. That was the best chrome girl I had. Good to have the V8 hood emblem on there where it belongs. The aluminum headlight bezels I think will polish up a little bit, but I'm real happy with that bumper. Anyway, next I'll get out back to the back. You know, maybe I should go ahead and pressure wash this one. It's worthy of a bath. In the next episode, we'll get in here and I'll show you what I was talking about with this clutch. Isn't it beautiful? This clutch pedal, because the cab has sunk down, as you can see by this hump right here next to this mount, the top of the floorboard has gone down and is rubbing on the clutch pedal. And you can get... Oh, you're not going to do it now? Really? You're going to work every time, aren't you? Yeah. Trust me, if this was running and I was trying to drive it, the clutch pedal would scrape right there at the top of that rod, and it would, you can see where it's been rubbing on it. So I got to enlarge that hole a little bit. Look at the brakes. It's running and driving really good, shifting good, but we still have to check out the Napco 4x4 running gear, and I want to let Jamie drive it, so I'm going to go ahead and do the right thing and put a seat in there. Although she did go for a ride with me and she rode on the ice chest and I rode on the bucket. We had fun with that. I'll be back. Anyway, it was a lot of work. I don't know if it was worth it. I think it looks a lot better than it did. The orb is in the sky and things are drying out a little bit. So on the next episode, when we work on the truck, I'll go in and make it easier to drive. I want Jamie to be able to drive it. I'm gonna put a step here. I'm gonna get some self tappers and just zip some metal into here, put a seat in it, fix this clutch pedal that's trying to trick me and acting like it's not gonna stick. But you guys that work on stuff know that something will malfunction and someone will bring you a vehicle and say it's doing this or that, and it won't do this or that. Or when you make up your mind to fix it, it'll stop doing it. But you know you have to fix it, because if you don't, it'll be back to haunt you. So I'm going to fix that, take a look at the brakes, take a look at the wiring, see if I can get something to work. The horn works. Oh yeah, see? Anyway. Really? Anyway, I got my sunroof open. And I'll get back here to the bed, because I've been driving the bed around with these holding it on, and that's not really foolproof. That's my chainsaw wrench over there. And I may do a little something with the exhaust too, clean her up. But anyway, right now I have other stuff I need to do, because I'm still trying to get the house moved over here. And Annabella, come on, come on, come on, sweetie. I have a feeling the phone's going to be ringing any day, and they're going to tell me they're bringing the house. So I got to get that site cleared over there. It's still a little damp, but it's not the mucky mess that it was. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to try to get the bucket truck fixed so I can get the limbs off a tree over there that's in the way. And also I have a big diesel FWD truck back there that I'm going to try to get running, so that maybe we can pull the garage over here and put it where it goes. Anyway, this has been a fun project for me. I know it's a piece of, I know it's crusty and rusty, and a lot of people are probably saying, why are you wasting your time putting all those nice parts on that rusty old crusty truck? I'm just trying to get everything put together. I just want to fix it up. I want to have something for me to put around in, and I figure if I don't make it too nice, I won't get an offer that makes common sense kick in and make me have to sell it, if that makes sense. Anyway, thanks for coming along. It's fun working on a truck again. We're going to be doing a lot more truck building. We've got plenty of material out here, folks. Just got to get all the tools together in either that big thing or the other big thing that's out in the pasture. What do you think, Anna? You ready to build some trucks? Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, share, and keep coming back. Oh, and ding, click the notification bell. Peace out.